Okay, so this is what happens when Mike Mexicano comes in on a Friday morning in a good mood. Yeah, we get music. All right. Hey, Mike, how's it going?
You're not lonely. It is not lonely at the top here because we are here to make a Friday a wonderful one. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. Welcome. This is your numero uno breakfast show.
Yes, sir.
Wake up, Nigeria.
Welcome to the last day of the work week, and now we can pause. We can take a deep breath.
Yeah.
After a very, very long, eventful week.
What a week. Everything from entertainment and all of that. There's just been a lot. The news and everything happening from UAE, visa, Dubai to Mobad and everything. It's just been...
Rema and Selena Gomez.
She does like using us to catch cruise,
I don't know.
But hey, come on, we are here to, segue into the weekend to ensure that you have a wonderful weekend.
Yes.
My name is Mike Mexicano.
And I'm Titilaya Oyinso. Now, we have quite a lot coming your way, so make sure you stay right there. You can always stream the show live on tvcentertainment.tv or on Facebook at TVC Connect.
If you're watching us digitally, of course, that will be YouTube. It's a TVC Entertainment on YouTube. But then on DTT, channel 16 on GOTV.
Yeah.
And then, of course, terrestrial is the ultra high frequency, the band 49.
We're going to be starting off really great. We have loads planned for this Friday edition. It's going to be extra special.
It is.
It's going to be extra
At least
special.
we saw Aquaman. Aquaman it was just yesterday, and finally, after a very long time, the first trailer for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is out. So we'll be talking about that trailer and others when we get to our trailer watch on our movie segment this morning. That's how we'll kick off the show. Woo!
It feels like forever that I saw Winfrey.
Jenny!
Yes, sir.
Jenny, what's happening? This period, then is just on the wavy level.
I like this thing you're wearing.
You do like
What
it?
it's not a jersey, no?
No. It's
It's
okay.
nice,
It's
fresh.
Okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay. It's happy. How you doing? Yeah, it's so just this morning, while on my way here, I was like, okay, yeah, the year is really getting to an end. The end of the year is one of the best times of the year. The time a lot of people tend to reflect, reevaluate.
Reflect.
You know.
It's January, they reflect too.
Oh, January they reflect.
Hey, it's December.
They reflect.
They forget
December.
everything.
But I would say that we are getting to times when even being alive is enough to be thankful for.
Yeah,
of course.
Yes.
And knowing that as long as there is life, there is another
hope.
chance.
Yeah.
There's hope, there's chance. And look, when people talk about consistency, I know how important consistency is. But you see, there's something about you started something today, you miss it tomorrow.
Yeah.
You miss next tomorrow and be like, I've already missed twice now.
you
Let
back
me
in the
just.
gym, mate?
But see, it's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you
rise.
So, that's just what I was reflecting on my way here. Hey, let's get it into September is middle now.
But some people started September not knowing that they were going to go through certain challenges, like the people who have families in Libya, for instance.
Oh,
so
and
many other
Morocco.
And Morocco.
You see,
The number of people that have passed away just because of a natural disaster.
Yes.
For instance, and they already had some political challenges already, which has made it even harder to even get aid to the people there. So
yesterday, I was
there's a
having
lot to be
this in
grateful
the afternoon. I was in the salon and I was having a discussion. It was heated because all of us were on the same side. You know when you are on the same side and it's heated?
Yes.
We're like, a country like Nigeria, like, look at these countries, some parts of Europe and even parts of North Africa. The nature fights against them in some ways. The hurricanes, the typhoons and all of that. When Nigeria here, nature has blessed us so much. What are we doing with it? When you see so many people that don't have any, that nature has, in quotes, cursed, but because of their mind, they have gone so much further. Some places were arid, dry sand. Today, they're some of the richest economies in the world.
Actually.
But we've been blessed so naturally. The amount of mineral resources in the ground is just so much. Look at where we are.
Throw seeds on the ground.
I'm just shaking my head.
You know, it's actually, in some parts of Dubai, it's against the law to even step on the grass. Like you could be... You
can't just cross on lawn anyhow now. You can't just cross on lawn.
Let's not rant any further. Let's find out how blessed we are with.
Good morning. It's the news on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Mexicano. The Delta State government has sealed a story building under construction in Asaba yesterday. Commissioner for Urban Renewal, Michael Anoka, disclosed that an investigation has also been ordered to ascertain the cause of the incident. Ikenna Amechi reports.
Located in the heart of Asaba, part of the building caved in at about 3 p.m. Thursday, and the sound attracted attention from passers-by. Commissioner for Urban Renewal, after inspecting the collapsed structure, spoke to journalists on...
As you can see, it's a building defect, and the ministry is still investigating. The government is already taking measures. As you can see here, the compound has been sealed. So until after our investigation, then we'll come up with what happened here. We'll come up with a report.
Any casualty?
No casualty.
What are the components of the building that's...
No injury. The components, I think it's the first floor, the side of the first floor.
Though workers were on site when the incident happened, the commissioner says there were no casualties. This trader gives an eyewitness account of what transpired.
I said I did here, they say my market. By after 5. Now if I come the hear noise, if people come gather reach there, people come there for grant. People where they work for here come guide them, rush to go hospital.
Okay, they did up the work before.
She did up.
They did up the work.
Yes.
And you say maybe some people injured, abi?
You injure well.
I can't manage.
Almost.
While investigation on the cause of the incident begins, work has stopped at the site believed to be a hotel. Ikenna Amechi, TVC News, Asaba.
And the country was thrown into nationwide blackout as the national grid collapsed yesterday. Hours after the grid collapsed, the transmission company of Nigeria announced the restoration of power supply nationwide. A statement by the transmission company revealed that the grid collapse occurred after a fire incident on Kanji-Jeba 330 kV line 2. It also noted that the matter is being investigated to avert future occurrence and further strengthen the grid. Some of the power distribution companies in messages to their customers also confirmed that power supply has been restored from the grid. The last total system collapse was recorded on the 20th of July 2022, and the TCN says prior to the incident, the system had been stable for more than 400 days due to the in-house stopgap measures and tools deployed to manage the nation's grid and ensure its stability. Then outside Nigeria, 11,000 persons are now known to have died in the catastrophic flooding that has hit Libya. That's according to Red Crescent. This is just as Derna's mayor warned that 20,000 people may have lost their lives. The flood was triggered by the failure of 2 dams outside Derna, unleashing a torrent of water through the city's center. The torrent that washed away entire streets was said to have begun a day earlier as light rain started. Residents of the devastated Libyan city of Derna desperately searched for missing relatives as rescue workers appealed for more body bags after a catastrophic flood that killed thousands of people and swept many out to the sea.
Thank you for staying with us. You're still watching Wake Up Nigeria, and it's still a beautiful Friday morning. And it's time for newspaper reviews. Right now, sitting to my left is Mike, right, who is our correspondent this morning for the newspaper reviews. And we'll be starting with the Punch newspaper.
Oh, you don't want me to say something. It's only on TV come Nigeria. A presenter here to present, and I come to the president and say, why are you coming to me? I'm just kidding. Okay, let's take a look at the headlines.
Yes, of course. And for the Punch, we have Nigeria's debt jumps by 75% in 3 months, hits 87 trillion naira. How CBN loans to federal government, now debts, promissory notes raise public debt by 37 trillion naira between April and June. Tinubu's reform will improve debt sustainability, DMO assures Nigerians, as latest figure overshoots agency's projections by 10 trillion naira. Now, based on the economic things happening, right, and everything happening in the economy and everything, we cannot say that this was unpredictable.
You see, the problem is not debt, right?
Okay.
The problem is what it's used for. Even the USOs. Do you understand? It's not a problem. But if you borrow money and then you use it to put up infrastructure, to set up industry, you know, to set up the economy, to make yourself a productive economy.
To set up a system that works.
Yeah, that
and
is
it then pays the debts.
You cannot
right?
be borrowing to finance a lifestyle. You cannot be borrowing to buy cars for government, to do all of that. No, debt is not a problem. What do we do with the money?
With the
That
money.
is it.
That is actually
that is the thing. So
Yeah.
hopefully things are getting better. We use this money, we put it into the system. We ensure that we have a system, like you said, that works.
That works. All right. Now let's see that. At the bottom of the same punch, we have Alake has provided quantitative leadership for Egba angelic primates. NURTW president, 21 others arrested for alleged killings. Zero allocation, Ogun.
That's talking about the Alake.
Yes, the Alake. Okay. Alake of, okay, yes. And zero allocation, Ogun. LG chair impeached lampoons Abiodun. So that's all we'll take on the punch. Let's move quickly on to the news direct. Government eyes AFDB's $250 million electrification project as explosions hit Kainji Jeba. Forces nationwide blackout, restoration of grid at advanced stage, TCN. So I remember actually listening to this over the radio when the grid collapsed again. What would you say? What do you think is
so you see,
the issue, the pressures?
When we talk about electricity, you see, that's I feel like that's the first place. Government, if you want to get this economy
working,
on its feet,
yes.
the first place is electricity. Because I know, I don't want to call brands, but I know a number of companies and brands that left Nigeria due to power generation.
Yes.
The cost of running factories on diesel and fuel was just too much.
Yes.
And I know. So they are defunct, they are moribund. I know there's a particular street that you just see factories and they just, and it was power was number one reason.
Of course.
If we set that up, you know, and you see, just also some people were talking about how fast it could be. You need to understand that the same way you have a backup. So, for instance, you have power, but then you have your power bank.
Yes.
So people have, in some places, in developed countries, where you have different, different power generating avenues in such a way that whenever one fails,
the other one
happens.
Yes.
Failures will come. Like you said, this was fire. It was unexpected, so you never know what could have caused it. So then you also have a backup that you can switch up to. Let us fix up. It's been getting better in some areas.
In some areas, yes, very true.
In the past 2 months.
Yes.
In some areas, not everywhere, because some people have been lamenting, but in some areas it's getting better. Let's just hope that it can be widespread and all of that. And you see, don't be tapping. That's one major problem.
Exactly.
Let me just say this one to all of you. You are coming 12 noon and you are going down the street and then all the lights on all the stores are still on.
Exactly. So yeah, these are the things. So if we actually try to preserve it, it actually helps and even protect, conserve.
It does help.
Yes,
but then, and when you see where people, when you are liable for what you spend, you will not leave any lights on anyhow.
That is why prepaid will always be a better option. And of course, talking about the whole fuel situation, the fuel situation would not be felt by a lot of people if the power was constant and all of that. So I think it's definitely a way to go, stabilization of electricity. So I think that's all we'll take for News Direct. Let's go on to The Nation. We have DHQ police turn heat on oil thieves, economic saboteurs, right? And at the top there we have Adediji replaces Nami as FIRC chair. We won't allow one-party rule, says PDP. Makinde appoints 29-year-old as commissioner. Governors get federal government push on mass food production. Now let's talk about the 29-year-old as the commissioner.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was I doing when I was 29? That's a good age to get into leadership in that and on that level as a commissioner, get to understand the intricacies of politics, and of course get to understand what it means to lead a people and to deliver on a particular mandate.
Yes,
it's good. I mean, the baton is passing down, so you know. It's a good one.
Yes, of course, definitely a good one, because at that age, you get to learn a lot of things. So when you're younger, you can actually aspire to a more responsible role.
You feel somehow. I'm just thinking that people above 29, I'll ask you to that question. We're like, okay, 29-year-old. I've seen this person by how many years old? But this is not the leader, but it's a good thing, I would say. Yeah, so, but we have to round up with that one.
Yes,
and let Titi answer the question. Titi, how do you feel about a 29-year-old
commissioner
being a commissioner?
The future is bright.
Good. Wow. I like that.
That's all I'll say. We've been asking for a lot more younger people doing great things, and we have one of such people in the kitchen right now. Chef Deb is here. Hi, Chef Deb.
Hello.
Welcome. Cabo.
Cabo. Thank you.
You know why I'm greeting you this way? Because of the array of goodness you have displayed in front of us. I know whatever we're making today is going to be good because you have prepped so well. All right, so Chef Deb is from Lolly D's, right?
Cuisine,
Lolly D's
yes.
Cuisine.
Yes.
And on her menu today, we have
Native rice and snail dodo.
native rice and snail dodo. Ah, okay. So I've heard of geese dodo before. Is this a version of geese dodo, kind of? Or
something like that.
Something like that.
With a spike.
Okay, all right. So you need to let us know what sort of ingredients we're working with now. Now, if you would like to try this at home, there's a long list, so you might want to get your pen and paper out quickly before we show you what exactly is on this menu. Look at all those ingredients. Of course, the rice is there, palm oil essential, vegetable oil is also on that list, pepper mix, seasoning, locust beans, crayfish, smoked fish, onions, pomo, or cow skin in English. We also have assorted meat. That's a big part of this dish that I'm looking forward to. Cloves, fennel, salt, thyme, ginger, garlic, dry fish, all joined, everything inside this dish. Now, for the snail dodo, you need plantain, you need pepper mix, you need onions, you need bell peppers, curry, ginger, garlic, thyme. Of course, the main ingredient, the snail, and suya spice. So you can imagine how amazing this meal is going to taste with all these great ingredients. Now, if you happen to have all these ingredients lying around your kitchen, you might want to try it out for yourself. Just make sure you send us a video of everything you put together, and we'll see how your own snail dodo looks after it all. So, Chef Deb, what do we do first?
Okay, first we have to add our palm oil into the pot.
Okay.
Then heat it up a little bit.
All right, when you say pot, so this is the first ingredient going in, not frying pan, you said pot.
Yes, pot.
Okay, straight into a pot.
Yes.
We're heating up the pot now because I can see there's still a bit of water in there.
Yes.
Let's see if we can put it on a hotter hob. Yep,
Okay.
right there. Fabulous. So when that's nice and warm, we put in the
Palm
palm oil.
oil.
But this palm oil, it's not looking as red as I'm used to. Talk to me about this palm oil. What have you done to it?
Okay, so I just added a little bit of groundnut oil to it. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so after, like, I put on fire, then I fried it a little bit, and added a little bit of groundnut oil into it.
Okay, so it's not looking very red. It's looking more orangey.
Yes, because it has been mixed with groundnut oil.
Okay, this is intentional.
Yes.
Okay, why? What does it do to the flavor?
Okay, so I won't have to start adding it, like frying it over and over and over again. So
Okay,
I just...
all right.
just
But we're
try
not bleaching this. We're
No,
not
no, no,
bleaching
we
it.
are not.
We're just heating it up.
Yes.
Okay, so after we put in the palm oil, what goes next?
We'll put our locust beans,
Okay.
then some onions.
So
Yes, these
locust beans, there are different types of locust beans.
Okay, this is the black one.
Okay.
Yes, the popular hero that everybody uses at home.
All right.
Then, yeah.
All right, so now this one, is this the one they use for okra?
Yes, you can use it for okra also.
This one is the one used for
Yes, okra.
Okay, but did they also use this one for eforiru?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
You can use it for eforiru also.
All right,
And some
fantastic.
people use the other type too for eforiru, for okra, yes. Just depend on your preference.
Now, I'm a big fan of locust beans, but the washing part, I don't know, are we washing this now?
Yeah, we just add a little bit of water to just rinse it out, but we won't throw the water out. We still use the water, yes, in the rice.
I don't hear. So let's see, I think the pan is warm enough now. Should we go for it?
Yes, just
Let's go for it.
Yes.
Let's go for it. I don't know, we have a visitor in the kitchen. I don't know what exactly is going on here. I don't know. Security! There's a stranger in my kitchen.
Chef
What's going
Debs,
on?
how you doing?
I'm fine.
You are really fine.
Wow.
So they call me QC in this place.
Wow.
Do you know what QC stands for?
No.
Quality control.
Oh, nice.
So before anything happens and goes out to other people, it passes through me. So forget Titi here. Don't worry about Titi. I have you covered.
Okay.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Please don't get distracted by Mr. Miskeno.
Definitely.
What do we add next
We need
to
to
this
add
dish?
our locust beans.
Okay,
But
all right,
before
locust
that,
beans.
we need to like put
We need to
some
rinse
water.
it?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll be rinsing that, but then what else are we putting in?
The onions.
Onions? All right,
Yes.
go in. Go in with the onions. Onions, onions, onions. You know I love onions.
Yeah, me too.
I love onions.
Especially the frying parts. Let's give it this
So the onions
nice.
have gone in.
Yes, then after that, we're going to be adding our crayfish.
Okay, crayfish. Okay. Fabulous. All right. So now, we have a little water in the locust beans now.
Yes, just a little.
So what were you planning to do with that?
Oh, just wash it up a little
Just
bit.
to wash it up?
Yes,
Okay.
just a little bit.
Okay, a little?
Yes.
So that white color there, you're saying we're not throwing that away?
Yeah, it's part of the beauty of locust
Yeah,
beans.
oh,
Yes,
yeah,
everything together.
I've heard do. All right, go ahead, go ahead.
Just add it a little bit.
All right then. So now that we have the locust beans, onions, in the palm oil, what do we do next?
We add our stockfish.
So this stockfish, what have you done to it so far?
Okay, so far I soaked it with water overnight.
Okay.
Then I rinsed it out with a little bit of salt and water.
Okay.
Yes, tight salt.
So straight in with the stockfish,
Yes.
and then we let that cook down a little, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, because I know stockfish does take a little bit of time to
Yes,
soften.
sometimes.
The snail is looking nicely boiled and spiced here. Everything is looking good. No wonder Mike Mesikeno came into our kitchen today. All right, well, we are safe here. We're doing really well. Hopefully you're trying this out at home as well. Just use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Show us exactly what you're up to in your kitchen. And hey, we'll be giving you some kudos. We will be back after this. Chef Deb is doing some damage in the kitchen. Mesikeno, what is going on?
We are talking. Me and Chef Deb are
Well, I
working.
don't understand.
Chef Deb, let's focus.
Yes,
Don't
please,
mind
let's
that.
focus.
Distracting us.
Well, there's some smoked Titus fish, right?
Yes.
Is that Titus
No,
mackerel?
no, mackerel. Yeah.
Mackerel. Titus mackerel.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Is that not
Just
sukumbia?
English.
Well, it's smelling good.
Sukumbia.
But this is smoked. You bought it like this from the market. You haven't
Yes,
done anything
yes,
else.
I've not done anything. I just wash it with a little bit of water.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. No wahala. So what happens to this fish now?
Okay, it goes in there.
Oh, go ahead. Please do your thing. Do your thing, chef. Do your thing.
Thank you.
Ignore Mr. Mesikeno.
Some of us are working, some of us are talking.
Wow. Wow. Thanks a lot, Mike.
I'm going to be adding the pomo.
Pomo, let's go.
It's going to be very rich, like
Extremely. We can see. We can see.
then the meat.
Didn't I just call security for Mike? I don't know. Where are they? Is this how they respond?
Security, come and take the person that's not working here.
Wow. I'm working. I'm monitoring my chef.
We are going to sear it
Monitor call, class prefect.
and add our spices.
Okay, so what goes in next, chef?
Also, we're going to put our fennel. This
Fennel
fennel.
seeds.
Yes.
Interesting. Why fennel?
It has this very nice aroma and gives this very nice flavor. When you are eating it, there's this flavor
Oh
that
my
comes
God.
with it, and it's
I
just
just
so
remembered
nice.
where I remember fennel. So they add fennel to tea as well?
Yes.
Wow. It has this lemon,
Yes.
licorice
Yes.
flavor.
Yes.
Love it. Mike, you should taste that.
Guess what?
The fennel seeds.
No, it's when the thing finishes.
No, you should.
I'm
you
called
should,
quality control for a reason.
You should. That's why I'm saying. you should
By
taste
the way, this snail is not for everybody that's not going
Wow.
to understand. So
Taking
just
the snail away now. What goes in now? The fennel seeds?
Yes, the fennel, just a little bit because
Oh,
it
it's
can be very
Overpowering,
Yes,
yeah?
overpowering. So just add cloves, powdered cloves.
Okay.
Yes. Then you add your salt.
Ah, that's more than a pinch of salt. Oh.
Yes, you don't need a pinch. You are cooking a lot
Jesus.
of rice.
Okay,
Then
so
your-
because it's going in the rice.
Yes.
So you're not adding salt to the rice.
No, I'm not.
See why you doubting my
not
chef?
there.
Then I'm adding my thyme,
Time.
then
And
curry, just a little bit.
I'm speaking the mind of the viewer.
Which viewer?
Yes.
When
Then
they
I'm
see
going
you
to-
grab salt like that,
It's too much.
exactly.
You cannot see the experience in her face. You are see her.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're going to add our pepper mix. So this is just
Let
scotch
Mike do
bonnet
the work first.
and paprika. Yes.
paprika in there.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Just that.
No tomato in there.
No,
Okay,
no,
just
no.
pepper.
Please, is this pepper enough?
Yes, it's enough because not everybody loves pepper. So
If you don't love pepper, leave Lagos.
Wow. Wow.
wow.
All right then. At this point,
We are going to
we
be
have to, take one of those cameras off Mike and the chef and
Okay.
shift them to our in-house beauty queen, talking about Winfrey Agbeleshe. It's time for fashion, people. Over to you, Winnie.
Mike, first of all, is it pen you're holding? What's that? What are you doing? What's this?
Hey,
What's this?
Beauty queen, focus on your fashion.
All right, guys, thanks so much for still staying with us. It's still Friday, and of course on Fridays, we like to bring you some fashion. And right now, I have two people sitting out here with me, a powerhouse, a power couple, I like to call them, right? We have Olutola and Oluwatobi Akinwole of Ara Ewa Fashion Creation. Now, they are a fashion duo passionate about enhancing the beauty of her clients and with creative bespoke designs to radiate the wonders of the beauty. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's definitely nice to have you and both of you here.
Yeah, thank
and I
you
like it when I
very
see
much.
a couple work together. Right? So the first time I actually came in contact with you guys was at the Miss Universe Nigeria
Oh, yeah.
fashion show.
Yeah.
And I was blown away by the designs. They were really nice. Now tell me, before we went into designing, what were we about?
Well, I've always been into design all my life.
All your life. Why? So you dragged him into it.
He was a model.
Okay, all right. So do we have a story there?
Yeah.
A lot of
A lot of stories. Please, can you share one of them with us?
Yeah, we met. She lives in my cousin's place, with in the same build and the same house.
Okay.
So, and I used to go there.
Okay.
So I know her sister before I met her. So I just sent one of my cousins to go and call the sister.
Okay.
So she now send my cousin back that, who is the person? And I said, okay, that person that is asking for who?
Ask the person should come.
Immediately she walks in, I just said, okay, sit down. Now from today, you see that we're asking.
Easy, I'll be asking for
So,
nice.
and we do that for like 9 years before we actually got married.
Oh.
But I think our fashion has been like, that is the easiest topic that we easily talk about.
Okay.
Because then too, I was into t-shirt production and all that. So it has been like
It's been
fashion.
natural.
So, even when I have to resign, then probably now focus on business so that we can build it together.
Build
And all
it
that. So it's because that is the thing that is easier for us. We can sit all day and be talking about fashion.
Talking about fashion.
I think that's one of the things that probably both of us like to look good. And I think we are just passionate about about fashion. That's just
Yes, amazing. And that sounds really good. I know it's one thing to literally have a passion and literally find someone that has same passion and literally build together. Now, we know that this building process is definitely not an easy one. So what would you say has been the challenges over the years?
Well,
You don't tell me the challenges. Tell me. I mean, even enough, not with mostly with the fashion, right?
yeah, there's
with
a lot.
fashion changing and all of that.
There's a lot of trending changes in the fashion industry.
True.
And, there's business, there's marriage.
Yes, of course.
So there's always that conflict, but we've been able to manage the business aspect. When it's business, we do business. And when it comes to the marriage, to family, we still carry everyone along, the children, get involved in the business, and it made it easier for us to work together in the fact that we do everything
together. Amazing. So now let's talk about the Ara Ewa brand. First of all, what does Ara Ewa mean?
Ara stands for wonder. Ara.
Okay, wonder.
Ewa.
Okay.
Beauty. Wonders of beauty.
Wonders of beauty. Amazing. And as I was saying, as we're talking about wonders of beauty, a wonder of beauty literally just walked in, right? So now we have one of your pieces right there. We have one of the pieces right there, and this particular one is a gold and black sequin dress, right?
Yeah.
And it looks really nice, really elegant, simple, and of course at the down it has more details. Yeah. So now tell me, what am I talking about? Please tell me about this design. Tell me what went into the production of this one.
Okay, this is an evening wear.
Okay.
Or a party wear.
Lovely.
It's a fluffy frills bottom, 3/4 in front with a tail at the back, and very simple on top.
And very elegant as well. Can the model turn? Let's see what the back looks like. Oh, okay. So now, how long would you say it takes to put this kind of piece together?
Well, like in 3 days.
In 3 days, and the cost? The cost?
The cost for it varies.
Okay.
It varies depending, but
Okay, let's see the next model now.
Okay.
Let's see our next model. Okay, we have this very gorgeous pink dress right here. It's an evening dress as well. Tell me about this design.
This is multi-purpose.
Okay.
It's an after-party dress for a bride, a birthday celebration. It could be twisted into a pink wedding gown if you want.
Yes, and I like the down. Let's see the tail of the dress as well. It has a really nice, full and elegant
fluffy
tail.
Bottom
fluffy
as
tail.
well.
Yeah. Lovely, lovely. Ooh. Let's now have both models stand side by side, if you don't mind. But yeah, so while we're doing that, let's talk about the Araiwa brand now, right? So what do we specialize in? Just dresses like this, dinner wears, or do we have other variations?
We deal with both male and female.
Both male and female, okay.
But we like, we see our brand as a very, very vibrant brand. And you will see that in our collections.
Yes.
We do male, we work with different fabrics.
Okay.
Different pattern, but most of the time we work with a lot of local fabric prints and all that, and there's a time that probably we did a collection like art collection, fashion art, where we fuse art into fashion.
Into fashion,
and,
okay.
And that that's like over 6-7 years now.
Wow.
So and this is just part of it. That probably
okay, that's part of it.
And it's hand painted.
It's hand painted. Who paints? Do you paint?
I do.
You paint.
Textile and painting and textile. I studied painting and textile.
So we do all that, and because we really focus on we don't really do suits, shirt. But kaftan, tops like this, shorts. Gowns, short gowns.
Wow.
Because we really, because we are looking at from probably office, from office to play to dinner. Like that. So that is, and weddings, owambes and all that. So those are focused because that vibrant, that happiness and all that. That is what
Araiwa is about.
That's all we are about.
Lovely. I love it because I know normally when you see a designer that does coutures like this, you hardly see them do things like this. But I love the fact that you can actually go from this to this and it's all in the same brand. I think it definitely speaks a lot. And this lovely dress you're wearing as well is by you, and that's like a local fabric.
Yeah.
Right?
Adire.
And all of that. Now we have two of our models stand by. And now how does it feel seeing both of them standing in your designs? How does that make you feel? On national television. The utmost breakfast show of all time. How does that make you feel?
Proud.
Okay.
And honored to, show the world what we've got.
All right. So now what would you say the vision is for the brand going forward?
We are, because for us, our fashion is beyond business for us. Because one, it's something that we enjoy. And while doing it, we've seen that probably we could make an impact, contribute to lives and all that, people that work with us. Because when we started, we always, with just black head machine, and all that. And then probably she was in the kiosk. Sharing with one of our friends.
Oh, wow.
We moved from shop to then to an apartment, a bedroom apartment, then to where we are now, another, and we are still looking at to expand because we felt that probably now we felt that we can really, because looking at people that are working with us now, I see that they have children. Some of them when they join us, they're not married. We have staff now that work with us now for 9 years, 9 years.
Wow.
And we've seen them
grow and evolve,
marry their children, like
wow.
that. So that is another thing that for us that probably that we are really happy about. That probably we have contribute something apart from probably money, because now it's beyond money for us, and that really keep us going really, because really and even like and it makes us to be able to, in fact, because we always have something to talk about, even if you are, probably angry with us, I'm sure that we'll talk about business.
Talk about business, okay.
We'll come to the office. We must. That is, and so and that's the beauty of the business for us. And so we see Araiwa the next 10 years that probably everybody will have
Yes,
a piece
in their wardrobe.
Yeah.
Definitely. The way you're going, I definitely believe that, and I wish you all the best with that. Thank you so much for coming on. I wish we could keep on going, but we have to go now because we're short in time. Thank you. All right, you heard it from Araiwa. You need to have a piece in your wardrobe, so go get one now, all right? It is 8 a.m., meaning it's the top of the hour. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, Wake Up Nigeria continues.
Welcome back. It's time for the second hour of your favorite breakfast show. This is Wake Up Nigeria.
That's it. You're on to a wonderful way to start your weekend. The next 45 minutes are going to blow your mind because we have a lot in store for you.
Yeah.
The first hour was just off the hook. I love Friday shows, by the way. But this one, the second time, it's just going to be something. And this is the reason why, or one of the reasons, or maybe the major reason why this is very, very important. Chef Deb in the kitchen. Don't worry about the beauty queen by her side. She doesn't...
Hey.
Chef Deb, you tell us directly, Chef Deb. Talk to us. Talk to me.
Please, Mike, can you rest? Thank you. Chef Deb, how you doing? So our rice is almost ready, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have the sauce made already.
Yes,
the rice is standing by. Oh yeah, please let's go on. Let's do that. See, we still have an array of things to do. We're still making snail dodo.
Yes.
That's the first. I've heard of giz dodo, now I'm hearing of snail dodo. Is this your innovation?
No, not really.
Not really. Okay, let's see. So now in that pot we have a lot of amazing things. We can see the pomo, we can see the fish. What else is in there? Tell me.
The stockfish, the crayfish. We have our seasoning. Fennel, cloves, salt, and we have the smoked fish.
All right, amazing. You guys heard it all. Mike, take it back.
It's all coming together nicely.
It is.
And you know, one of the best ways to enjoy a great meal is after you have something to relax you, you know?
Okay, after?
Yeah, after or before? After. You know what? We'll tell them about that later.
After, because you have the session.
Yes.
And you have after. Talk about that session to ease some of your stress. Queen Edopa, the business development manager of Unwind Spa, a subsidiary of Oriki Spa. Now she'll be taking us through a DIY massage tutorial to set the tone for the weekend.
Welcome back. Wow, I've been looking forward to this particular segment of the show. I have a question for you. What do you do to help alleviate your stress? Now, to help us ease some stress, we have someone interesting in the building. We have Queen Edokwa. She is the business development manager of Unwind Spa. Now, Unwind Spa is a subsidiary of Oriki Spa, and she's going to be giving us a little DIY tutorial stroke demonstration to set tone for the weekend. Welcome, Queen.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. Now, you already look so relaxed. I feel like you enjoy this kind of...
Oh, yes.
You enjoy the Lord, don't you?
Oh, I do, of course.
Let us know what Unwind Spa is all about.
Okay, so Unwind is the home service arm of Oriki.
Oh.
You know, Unwind started in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic, when people couldn't go out to spas, you know, and then our clients actually wanted us to still provide services to them. Of course, we couldn't break the law, but then we became really strategic and then offered to do the home services for them. And to our amazement, actually, we got a lot of traction, people really interested. And in the space of 1 month or so, thereabout, we got into over 300 homes.
Wow.
Because our therapists were like fully engaged and people were really stressed and they needed it. So that kind of like paved the way and eventually,
in terms of what I can do at home to alleviate stress, are you saying that some of the things, you know, the services you're offering can actually just be performed at home? Can I learn this myself?
Yes, certainly. Okay. So as you know, we're here right now demonstrating stress release massages with our therapist. Okay. So basically what you can do at home, if you are feeling stressed, maybe your spouse or your colleague or your children, you know, whoever the case may be, you actually can refer to these techniques that they're using, so pretty much just focus on.
Speaking of the techniques, let's see some of the techniques we have on display here. We have 2 therapists in the building and 2 members of the crew enjoying these massages. The lady that is waving right now, what is she enjoying right now? What is happening there?
So what's going on right now is she is feeling the pressure, the tension in her body, in her muscles leave. Do you understand? So we're focusing on the back and the neck, and those are like the major pain points of, you know, when people feel pains in their bodies and they feel tense, it's really because they are stressed, you know, and then so we're releasing the stress through the techniques, and our therapists are really trained and they have professional experience and know exactly where the pain points are. So after this massage, you're going to feel really relieved. All the pains are going to go out in another few hours. And then
so I know that there are a range of different services you offer, but I've only known massages to be really about lying down, but I can see you have a chair also, which feels like something I should have in my office.
Actually.
Talk to me about that.
So the chair is the same techniques that are being used, but it's just because some people prefer to lie down and some people prefer to sit. And if you're in an office environment, you probably want to just, if you have this in your office, you want to just sit down and then have someone just, you know, work on you. But then if you don't want to put it in your office, I mean, you could just invite Unwind to your office and then we'll actually do the service for you and your staff or your employees, whoever.
All right. So right now, this is not a service restricted to women. This is one that also men can enjoy, yes?
Absolutely, absolutely. We actually go out to organizations from time to time. We provide the services to their staff, sometimes on a monthly basis, sometimes once per week. You know, it really depends on what the needs are.
Once a week?
Once a week, yeah, once a week, once a month, just to encourage employee wellness and, you know, improve employee satisfaction and just make them feel more relaxed, you know, trying to work from the office and encourage more people to work from the office, really.
Honestly, I guess after a massage like this, the first thing you want to do is sleep.
You got it.
Right? So I don't know if I'll be putting this in my office then, because I might just fall asleep instead of going back to work.
So usually we target the later part of the day when you know, work is winding up, so people can actually just relax afterwards, and then after that, set for the road and go home.
All right. So now I feel like this is also sort of, it has to do with your health.
Yes.
And your well-being, because there's a lot of things that stress has been causing for the average Nigerian, let me put it that way, the average adult. By making sure you take care of yourself and alleviate your stress, what exactly are we doing?
Okay, so what you're doing is more like a preventive measure. You're not waiting for the stress to actually overcome you and break down your body, and then you start having like medical conditions. So we're preventive in the sense that we're able to help you release all that tension and stress before they begin to tell in your body. Before you start having back pains, neck pains, leg pains, body pains, all over, you know, we are able to prevent that for you. So with a regular routine, we usually say make it a lifestyle, not a it's not luxury, it's a lifestyle really. And if you make it a lifestyle, you have less reasons to visit the hospital, less reasons to fall ill, less reasons for your body to break down, especially when you're in the middle of a very important project.
You know what? I'm feeling extremely jealous of our two crew members that are enjoying these massages right now. I'm trying to not look there, but now, what is that elbow movement I'm seeing there? What is she doing?
Okay, so what she's doing right now is focusing on, again, the pain point. Now she's done like the general introduction, and now she has observed during that phase that there are some pain points. You can hear your colleagues making some sounds here. So she has noticed some pain points, and she's actually using the elbow, which, you know, actually provides more pressure to address those pain points, so she feels better.
Okay, so after addressing the pain points with, I believe the elbow is one of the hardest parts of the body.
Yes.
That is a lot of pressure right there.
Yeah, so no, it's managed. Okay. So pretty much she knows, based on the response of the recipient, she knows and understands her threshold. So right now, she's not going to put too much pressure that will make her feel uncomfortable, just enough to do the job, and that's about it.
All right. Now, they're trying to not speak right now. They're trying to not make the sounds that are necessary because they're on air. But in the end, there are a lot of people who don't even know that they're stressed.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah. All right. So I have to say a big thank you to you for coming to talk to us. Now, if you want to go and find out more about Unwind, of course, the website is there, and I believe there's an app you can use.
Yeah, there's an app. So we have the Unwind app. Just go to your Play Store and search for Unwind by Oriki. Okay. You see the app with a dark green icon. That's the Unwind app. Download it and book the service. Or you can just contact us. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And then I would like to refer back to your point of saying some people don't know they feel stressed.
Yeah.
Indeed, they don't know they're stressed. But until you start a massage, so most times when we deliver the services, after the service, people say, you know what, I didn't even know I needed that. I've been taking like pain reliefs.
It seems like a lot of people don't know they need to unwind, but hopefully we've been able to connect with you and show you what you need this weekend. I'm just saying, we just gave you a little insight into something you could enjoy this weekend. Thank you so much, Queen.
Thank you for having me. To us. Thank you so much.
All right, and yeah, I need a massage now. I need one, and we need a break. Stay with us.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. It's too short for me.
Welcome back. Yes, it is.
Yes,
Quite sure. Yeah, I must say. Now we have a wonderful guest in the house. Nunsi. I like that name. I want to ask
Nunsi.
what the name is all about. Is that the short form or is that the name as it is? But Nunsi Ojong is here, actress, model, superstar with a background in biotech.
Yes, so.
Okay.
One of those science buffs that found her way into entertainment. Yes, indeed. We are really glad that she could join us today. Nunu, welcome to the studio.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, so with a bright smile like that, I can only imagine the reason why. I can see why directors just love adding her to their cast.
Yeah, but just before we talk about your foray into acting and all of that, you have a background in biotech. Talk to us about that.
Okay, so by my second year in school, I already knew that I was in the wrong profession. Yeah, so I have a BS in genetics and biotechnology. So by my second year, I already started like modeling. I already knew I was in the wrong profession, but I just said, you know what, let me just follow through to the end. And then when it was time for me to serve, NYC wasn't forthcoming. Wow. And that's how the acting thing started. So I just feel like, like the Bible says, all things work together for good.
Yes, so
yeah.
I'm just so pleased to meet you. I know that some of the series you've starred in are really popular. The brand new Super Story, for instance.
Yes.
All right. How's that going?
Oh, very well, thank you. So my character is Shade. Shade was dating some guy, Austin, and then Austin was an orphan, and we're planning to get married. I kept asking him, I want to meet your family, and he's like, no, don't worry, we'll plan that and everything. Long story short, he came to see my people, and it was there he broke the news, so...
Wow. Okay,
the relationship
suspense.
Well, you're wonderful. People have different stories about how they got into acting and all of that, how they auditioned and all of that, the stress and all of that. What's your own story like?
Okay, so my story started from church. So by church, I'm from Cross River State, so I attend Go City International Christian Center in Calabar. And so while in church, there was this lady, God bless her soul, she's late now, in the person of late Mrs. Pamela Ofebo. She relocated to Calabar from the States to work for Ebony Life TV. Okay. So she was always staring at me, and I was in the media department. So each time I passed with the cameras, she would just be looking. I'm like, what's this? I didn't know what she was thinking, So one day she called my pastor, and she was like, who's that girl? Like, she's supposed to be in front of the cameras, not behind. That they should call me to come for audition. Wow. And they were actually looking for presenters, not actors. Well, I turned it down. My pastor's wife was like, you have to go. Okay. This lady asked for you. You just have to. So I went, and then I didn't see presenting form. What I saw was acting. I wanted to leave, but my pastor's wife was calling like per second billing. I was like, this is crazy. Like, it's not just about me. The church is involved, So I went for it, and they had like 5 stages callbacks. Till today, I don't know how I scaled through all the 5. Wow. So she had gone back to the States, and when she came back, she found out I was on the project. She sent for me. She was like, have you been acting before? Because it was presenting she wanted me to do. I was like, no, but... So it was after the audition, I now saw the presenting form. I'm like, what's going on here? But since I auditioned for acting, I just, but then again, it was tough because Calabar is a very small city. Nothing really happens there. So when I came to Lagos for service, I just decided, you know what, I'll be here and pursue.
You want to go into all of
Yeah, so like for maybe 2 years plus, I wasn't getting movie roles. So it was just modeling. So I was doing a lot of adverts, but movie roles weren't. I went from audition to audition. You know how, like, in between, there've been periods, there've been periods that I just said, you see this career, I'm not doing again. For like 6 months, I'll just leave it. After a while, I'll pick it up. Like, So I started in 2013, so it's been quite a while. But in between,
that's a journey.
Yeah. That's a journey. That's 9 years. Oh, you don't do it.
You don't take for granted. But I believe there's another project, a Covenant, that you're also.
Yeah, Covenant. Covenant is currently showing on.
What did you play on Covenant?
So my character is Egovin. Egovin is the accountant's rep. Yes. So
Egovin, really? That's the name of the character?
And now, what is the difference between when you started and your experience now in the industry? Do roles now come? Do you still audition the way you used to audition before?
Oh, right now I would say I'm in a good place. So my jobs come basically via referrals. I don't go for auditions again. I only go for like closed readings.
Would you go for an audition if you wanted a role and it was open? Would you go for an audition?
Yeah. If it's a good one, yes.
I like that. Don't think about it. I like that because, even in Hollywood, the biggest stars still go for auditions. Especially even amongst themselves. I mean, you could go. Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise could audition for something. It has happened.
Yeah.
So I like that.
I think early this year I went for Flatmates. And like I got there, my number was 800 and something.
Wow.
So, so there was somebody who saw me that knew me, and then he just called me and I went in and auditioned. So if it's a good one, like Kemi Adetiba, when next she's auditioning, why wouldn't I go for a Kemi Adetiba audition?
Wonderful.
I'm really interested in who you try to mirror. Some actors have someone they look up to in the industry, Hollywood or Nollywood. Who do you try to mirror sometimes in your roles?
For your icons, who do you love watching? Who do you enjoy?
I love, there are quite a lot. So, but for me, I don't try to mirror anybody.
Okay.
I just try to become better at, what I do, because I've come to realize that when you try to mirror somebody, after a while, you lose yourself. People see you and see another person in you.
Fact.
So when I get scripts, I just try to become, because acting is become the character, and that's it. So yes, so I don't really have any specific person.
Has there been any form of effective fallacy? Like, is there any role that someone sees and says, this has to be you in real life because you did it so well or something?
Yeah, I twice I played. So there's this project I have, Edge of Time. It's on Rock. That was for Darlington and Buddha. I played the priestess, and then there's another project I did that I was a witch.
This is your hair.
Yeah.
You just put 1 or 2 calories around it and voila. I'll give you a wrapper. Red one. And then you whole white fowl.
How are you describing this character?
You are set for it.
Wow. All right.
So PJ, that's the pastor, he was on the project, and then he was like, have you been doing this before? He was like, this is you. I'm like, no, this is not me, And then there was another one that I played a witch. There's this guy, what's his name now? Daniel. I've forgotten his surname. So Daniel Lloyd. Daniel Lloyd became afraid of me, like in real life.
Wow.
I'm telling you, like, he even said it. One time I met him at an event, he was like, I said I saw it, like, because I got so into the character that sometimes, even when we're not filming, my quiet moments, my eyes will either be, like, yeah. So and it took me like a week to come out of that character.
You see something? That's why I have a problem with the way we do things when one person is doing 5 different projects at the same time. And you're being 5 different people. But over there, when you talk about real professionalism, they can't do more than one, because like you said, they're into a character. To get into the Wolf of Wall Street, Leonardo DiCaprio spent 1 whole year with the original Wolf.
Wow.
Chilling with him just to become him. So you can imagine that level. Of course, the money is not the same. When you have that kind of money, you can invest yourself. But I like that. You said that you could invest yourself so much that you had to even take 1 week to get out of the winch phase.
Yeah.
Wow. Goodness.
Like
but
that.
it's gone now, Shara.
I like that.
Of course.
Let's just be sure.
Can we exchange?
Let's just be sure.
You're not serious. In fact, I'll conclude.
But moving forward, what's on the horizon for Nunu? What can your fans look forward to? What can we expect?
Well, the dream is to go international.
Yeah.
That's the dream. I'm just tired of the whole, I feel like it's a vicious cycle. Everybody just wants to get to the peak and then you just produce. I don't mind producing at some point, but the dream is to go international.
All right then.
I like that. Well done. And this is us wishing you the best and see you at the top. Well done.
Get those Oscars, just bring them.
Yes, so by the grace of God.
Okay, that's quite an interesting one there with Nunu Ojong. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. We will be back with our final interview.
It's been an amazing show so far, right here on Wake Up Nigeria on this beautiful Friday morning. And to wrap up this show, we have 2 outstanding ladies sitting right here beside me. The first off we have is Miss Universe Nigeria, Michelle Ugochi Ihezue, and of course, Miss Supranational, Sektra Sede Ogundai. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you.
How does it feel to have those crowns on your heads?
Oh my
Heavy.
God. Yeah, it definitely feels surreal to be here, for sure.
Oh, nice. Lovely having you here. So the event now happened on Sunday, right? Where you guys were both crowned. Now tell me, what was that feeling like?
It was an extraordinary feeling. It was wonderful, actually. On stage, it was like a roller coaster of different emotions, like happiness and excitement. Like, should I dance? Should I jump? Should I sing? Yes. It was.
Did I cry? Did you cry?
Yeah, I cried. It was like, oh my God. But it was wonderful. It was wonderful.
All right. So, Sectra, what was that feeling for you like?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely went by really fast. It was like a whirlwind of emotions and just, I mean, getting into the top 15, into the top 5, and then being crowned like Miss Supranational Nigeria was just a huge accomplishment for me. So I had a lot of emotions, and having my family and friends watch from back in the States was also a really big deal to me. So I'm just grateful to be here.
Aww, amazing. Now, Ugochi, this is definitely not your first time on a beauty pageant stage. The first time was in 2017, right?
Yes.
All right, and you actually competed at the Most Beautiful Girl in Nigeria beauty pageants, where we competed together, and you clinched the world title. You represented Nigeria at the Miss World, and you actually got to top 15, also winning the top model award. So now, why did you decide to come back for Miss Universe?
So for me, I believe that women are limitless. And our dreams are valid no matter how long it takes. And I don't know if you remember correctly, I always wanted to go for Miss Universe. Miss Universe yes. was the dream.
Yeah.
And I am super grateful for the Miss World platform. It was a wonderful experience. But when this opportunity came up, I'm like, okay, yes, this is an opportunity to do this all over again. Yeah. And there was so much more that I wanted to do back then that I am much more better equipped to do now. And I'm like, why not? If not now, then when? Like our Miss Universe, that's her motto.
Yeah.
So if not now, then when, right? And it's like, I'm in a better space now, better equipped, better, much more grown, more developed. So why not just use this opportunity to do all the things that you couldn't do properly back then. So this is just me grabbing the bulls by the horn, taking advantage of this wonderful opportunity that has been presented to us.
To you.
I'm excited.
Amazing, congratulations. So now, Sector, you also actually were vying for the Miss Universe title, but you came all the way from the U.S. to compete for this. Now, why? Walk us through that journey.
Yes, so I competed in the U.S. for over a decade. I've been competing in pageants, and so I did compete in the universe system in the States, but I wasn't really getting the experience that I wanted out of it. And so I figured that I would just come back to my natural roots, my native roots of Nigeria. And I've always watched Nigerian beauty pageants, like from Agbani to Mitchell to all the queens that have reigned in Nigeria. And so that was the kind of the sparking factor for me to just come. And then obviously the support of my friends and family kind of really motivated me to do so. And so I figured, you know, why not? Like Mitchell said, like, if not now, then when? And so I was like, let me just go for this opportunity. And I'm really glad that I did, because I feel like throughout my life, I've been structured. Everything's been structured for me, like graduate college, go to work and everything. And this opportunity was like for me to move on faith and move on God. So I really just took that opportunity, and I'm really glad that I did, because I have had an amazing time. I made amazing friends, and just being in this environment really has changed me and turned me into a better person. So I'm grateful.
Amazing. Okay, now I'll get back to you now. Okay, so now you're Miss Universe Nigeria. First of all, I know it exposes you, same way Miss World did, you understand, to the positives and the negatives. And now, since you've been crowned, now there's been so much going on social media. Now, tell us about the good, tell us about the bad.
The good has been, like I said, the experience. Like, it's been going by so fast. And then Miss Universe is in almost 2 months?
Yes.
Less than 2 months'
Less than
time.
2 months, yes.
So all those preparations are going on. So it's like, I don't even have the time to actually savor in the moment or like revel in the moment. So because after the crowning, it's like the next day you're like, okay, so what next? Your dresses, your this, your that, your visa, and all of that. So I haven't really had the time to like
take it all in.
Yeah, to take it all in, because it's going by so fast. But so far, it's been a wonderful experience. I'm enjoying it. So I've been enjoying it so far. My family has been there. The support has been amazing. The love has been overwhelming even. And the bad, so far, I would say the only thing bad so far is that I haven't had the time to rest.
You haven't had time to rest.
Yes, but so far everything has been wonderful. The love, the support's wonderful. The experience, the preparations, everything is going as planned, on track, and yeah.
And all of that is great. Okay, now, Sector, back to you now. You're preparing for the Miss Supranational competition. Yes. When and where is that holding?
So that's going to be held in July of next year in Poland, which is really cool because I've never been there. So that's going to be really exciting. So I do have a little bit more time to kind of like relax and enjoy this moment and this opportunity that's been given to me. But obviously, I feel like the preparation has already started. Yeah, and because, you know, like July will come and it'll be here like that. So I'm already mentally preparing for that process because I know it's going to be an international stage, and it's something I haven't done before, competing on a global stage. So this will be my first time, and I'm really excited for it.
Oh, nice. So now we'll get you back to you. Of course, preparations for Miss Universe and all of that. So now, after that, coming back, what would your focus be on?
So my focus would be on my advocacy. So my advocacy is focused on making women, or showing women that they are enough, showcasing the essence of a woman, helping women to thrive outside of societal boxes and breaking free from all the stereotypes surrounding women. So coming back, that would be my focus. Like I said earlier, I am in a much better space to do that, much more equipped, much more, equipped, and gone through so many developmental phases, self-development, education, so many things. And all of that have been, should I say, preparing me for this moment, which I am so excited to see what we can make out of it, what I can make out of this with my team. So yes, that's...
Okay, so now the Miss Universe title, right? Miss Universe Nigeria, it actually is the most coveted title in all the land, right here in Nigeria. Even when we had MBGN, a lot of girls, as you said, were going for MBGN, but saying, oh, I want the Universe title. Now, I cannot imagine that campaign period was easy. Now, tell me about the challenges. I mean, we had a lot of tough contenders in the competition, and you guys literally came out tops. What do you say? Would you say studio outs? But first, tell me the experience of camp and the major challenges. Starting with your sector.
Yes, so I feel like the major challenge for me was waking up early. It was like the 6 a.m. wake-up calls, and it was even earlier than that. I feel like 5:30. So that was a challenge for me because I love to sleep in, and then it's like the days would be super long, and so the time that we came back to our room, that's when I'm on social media trying to catch everyone up with what we did, go on live, and just engage with the audience, and then it was just a long day.
Would you say the competition was that when your vision comes to Nigeria to compete, would you say it met the expectation? I felt like...
Oh yeah, I feel like it superseded my expectations actually because, like I said, back home in the States, I wasn't really getting the experience I wanted out of it. So I was like, okay, this is where my standard is. And so coming to Nigeria, it absolutely was over that. So I'm grateful that I came, but like I said, the waking up early was super hard for me.
Okay, what about you? What were the challenges?
The challenges.
Now, I'll ask you yours specifically because you put a lot of people under a lot of pressure. Because this world was coming back.
I didn't do anything.
Hello. This world Nigeria was coming back. So would you say that puts you under pressure, knowing that people expected, did you understand? Like when you're going back to where you're thinking, okay, fine, what if I actually don't get there?
Yes.
What was that mental space for?
So yes, it was a lot of pressure actually, a lot of pressure. Because when I told people, oh, I'm going back, it's like, why? What if you don't win? What if you don't place? What would it look like and all of that? So it was like a lot of pressure. And then when you're in camp with your contestants, your fellow delegates are saying, oh, I watched you when you won and I wanted to be like you. So it's not like, oh Jesus Christ. Am I living up to expectations? Am I doing the right? Yeah, so it was a lot of pressure, a lot of pressure. But I am happy that it all turned out like this. It couldn't have turned out better if you ask me.
Of course it's going to happen. All right. This interview can actually go on for a long time, but then again, we're short on time. But we have breakfast for you guys. I hope you guys are not watching.
Oh
I don't know the perception that girls don't like to eat, but no, the queens I know, they like to eat. And we have native rice in the kitchen, right? So we actually have breakfast right now, so we have to head over to the kitchen.
That must have been such a great
Hold on, camera, come on.
I wept.
Don't put it in the shot. Titi, move away. Titi, move away.
Wow.
See, this can wait. I put it now. This thing is solid.
Shot. Oh yeah, screen grab it. Screen grab it. Screen grab it.
Great to have you, ladies. You are welcome. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Well done. I know you guys will represent us well. I'll be watching the competition wherever. I hope we can watch it.
Yes.
And I'll be cheering you guys on.
Thank you.
Welcome to our kitchen.
Yes,
so, yeah, Titi, tell us.
Chef Debs has been hard at work. And she's had a huge smile on her face, even with all the pressure of live TV. It's been amazing. Native rice with...
Chef Debs, you are amazing.
Thank you.
Well done.
Wow.
Well done.
I was saying the name of the food. Native rice and snail dodo. Hey, and snail dodo. That's what we wanted to hear. And we would love for you to try it out. And please, hopefully you're not the beauty queens of the cliche.
I know this one. They said they're okay.
They said they're all right, have you?
They're all right.
Of course.
Can I start eating now?
Yes. All right, go ahead. Have a taste.
Smells amazing.
All right. Okay.
12 out of 10.
12 out of 10. That's amazing.
See
All right.
this that's not what both of them will get.
They're still eating, Chef Debs.
You see those crowns? You need food to carry them.
Okay. Yes. So they do look quite heavy. And they do. Is it cliche to say heavy lies the head? Represent us well, Lou. Cook some nice native rice for us over there.
This is so good. It's so good. Can I go and eat? This is not something you eat on camera. You have to sit down. Sit down properly.
Take off the side.
Yes. Spread your legs. Eat.
On that note, we have to wrap it up on this edition of Wake Up Nigeria. It's been a fantastic Friday. And we'll be back on Monday morning, 7 a.m., everyone. Have a great day. Bye.